All right, I'm Stephanie Viskovich. Gina Garcia just said, get into me mode. And the first thing that came to mind was, well, I'm running for office, so I can't be in me mode anymore. It's not about me at all, actually. It's about everybody that I'm here to represent. And this group specifically is the medical cannabis community. I touched on it earlier about how in the last several years our state has been developing laws surrounding the medical and recreational systems that are developing here. Medical has been around for a very long time. It hasn't been as widely publicized because people who are using cannabis were doing so in a complete state of fear and really to save their lives or to have a better quality of life. So they had to do it quietly because if they did it too loudly, it would be counterintuitive. What good is a quality of life if you're going to have the DEA kick down your door and arrest you and steal all of your belongings? And then you go to jail, you get on a list, and you can't hold a job for the rest of your life. What kind of quality of life is that? So unfortunately, the medical community hasn't been able to vocalize how impactful cannabis has been for the betterment of themselves, their family members, and their friends that have used it for all sorts of different purposes. Selena touched it up earlier that there isn't a standard cutout like we're currently using that is really appropriate for all of the uses of medical cannabis. You shouldn't have to check off a list. You should allow the doctors who do have their first do no harm use that as a judgment call and not legislation that isn't derived from a board of doctors making those types of decisions. Medical cannabis is very near and dear to my heart as a medical cannabis patient myself, and as a person who has seen firsthand thousands of patients benefit from the medical use of cannabis. I've seen patients who have been wheelchair bound take steps for the first time in 12 years after 2 months of cannabis use. I have seen people eradicate stage 4 cancer within a period of 3 weeks when they were told there was no other options except for chemotherapy and radiation. It really is a disservice to the people when we make revenue generating our first priority and really alienate your terminally ill and permanently debilitated people into a situation where who's going to fight for them? Okay, they are terminally ill and permanently debilitated. Who's speaking up for them? Luckily, I'm healthy enough to do that. Luckily, I have a good enough relationship with several hundreds, if not thousands of patients who are okay with me being their liaison to speak with other public figures about the betterment of what is best for them. And I would really like to do that. So, you know, I'm not a politician by nature, by any means. This is my first run at it. People have been encouraging me to do this for a very long time. I resisted because it has been such an ugly thing. But like Michael Scott has said, if you really want to change your environment, you have to dive into it. And I want to dive into it, and I want to create a more beautiful existence for the people of our community because I think that we deserve better. And I think that we can all agree on that. It's not thinking dollars and cents 100% of the time, but what's right with your soul. What's right for your family, what's right for your community, what's right for your friends. And being able to communicate that back and forth. So what I've seen over the last couple of years is the merging of the medical and recreational markets, which I see a huge problem with. Definitions of legal terminology have made it nearly impossible for patients to have the rights that they need to be able to gain access to the medicine that they need. and they're also penalized financially because the tax system is such a burden on them. So there's a lot of reevaluating that we need to do, and there aren't enough people representing this small niche community that, in my opinion, are an extremely important part of the community. So I'm hoping to do my best as a patient and educator down in Olympia to continue to lobby, hopefully to be in office in this November. We will see how that goes. If I don't get it this time, try again. So the most I can do is get my face out there, know that I am an extension of you and of this community, and I've got your backs 100%. Thank you so much. And I'm Stephanie Viskovich. I'm running in the 46th Legislative District for position 1 as a state representative. Thank you so much.
Website?
Oh, website, not currently up. Facebook, Stephanie Hart Viskovich for representative. It's a very long name, but it's STEPHANIE, Hart, like HEART. Viskovich is V as in Victor, ISKO, V as in Victor, ICH, and for state representative. Thank you so very much.